Okay, it's another day, and I'm guessing about another half day work, and this should be good to go, and I can start driving it again, and sort out whatever other issues there might be. Alignment being one of them. I'm just gonna guess, but I'm gonna get the rear jacked up and replace those arms, and put the off-speed coilovers on the rear and sway bar and the rear strut tower Mazda speed bar. So I think what I'm going to do is start off with the sway bar first because it's the easiest to get to. So sway bar is only connected by two brackets held in by two nuts, both of them which are, I want to say 12 millimeter. If not, that's 14. Nah, that's 12. That's definitely 12. And then you also have your end links, which are held in by size 14 nuts. And then if this stud keeps spinning as you're loosening it, you're gonna need to use a 14 wrench and a Allen key. Allen key, I believe, is size 4 or 5 millimeter. I'm not sure, but a metric Allen key set should get that just fine. Then let's see, with these control arms that I'm replacing, let's see, I definitely need to replace these two because the boots are bad, but they'll do for now. I'm not too worried about that right now. Just more worried about this because these are keeping me from driving. Let's see, these are 17. Let's see. You don't need to tighten this one on this side. You just need to worry about this one, then getting the bolt out. And up here, same thing. This holds the nut in place, and that is also a 17. And then let's see, on this one, I believe this is a 17 too, but I'm not 100% sure. Might be a little bit smaller, like a 14 or something. But see, the way when you loosen this up, this isn't going to come out easy at all. So what I do, or what I did yesterday on the other car, was it yesterday? Oh, maybe. Was I took a long bolt. I took the brake caliper off, and then right there, where you see that, put the bolt on top of it, and then took my sledgehammer and then just hammered it out. It came right out. Then once you get around to the coilovers, let's see, got to get into the trunk in a minute. This bolt is 17 millimeters. It's the only thing holding in the bottom. And in the top, go find my keys real quick. Excuse the mess, I gotta clean out all this shit from here. But in the top, you gotta remove these panels and stuff. And I don't have any of the plastic clip holders holding this in, so you just pull this right out. It comes out easy. And then, let's see, I'm not sure what's all holding this all in. Oh, yes, these little plastic clips. I'm not retaining those clips, so I can tear those apart. Is any of these loose? Yes. Ah. All right, now that was easy enough. All right, so holding in the top of the coilover are 2 nuts and 2 bolts. 1 nut on either side, and then 2 bolts in the middle. And then, let's see, there's 2 of these little guys. See, I believe these are all 14 millimeter. One here and one over there. Same on this side, except there is also a, let's see if we can see it from the bottom. You may or may not be able to see it. Oh, that might be it right there. I think that's a 13 mil. And I think this is the only 13 mil nut or bolt. This is a bolt. But this is the only 13 mil nut or bolt I could find anywhere on the car. I don't know anywhere else where there's a 13 mil. So yeah, the more you know. Now why Mazda chose to put a 13 mil right there and nowhere else, I don't know. But yeah, that's 13 mil. Okay, so disregard that 13 mil bullshit. So on the other RX-8, that was a 13 mil, and here it's a 12 mil. Yeah, I feel stupid now. But from my personal experience, that was a 13 mil on the other car, but not on this car. So I doubt it'll be a 13 mil on your car if you're doing it and stuff. I'm gonna stop talking now because I sound stupider the more I talk. Okay, so this side is pretty much done. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to replace these arms anyway. So I pulled this upper one, even though I didn't have to pull it, because the boot was pretty bad. But I also noticed that the bushing is also bad on this too. Then I looked at the other one, and where is that other one? Oh, yeah. Boot's completely torn up. It's complete garbage. And also the bushing is starting to go on this, but it's still intact. So it's, I don't know. Maybe this one would have been the better idea to use because it has a better bushing. And the boot, I mean, it'll just get dirty in there, but it's usable for the time being. Boot's bad on that. Let's see what else has a bad boot. Down here, oh, it's not completely shot, it's about to be. And also, the boots on these are not the best of shape. Well, yeah, this one's like split right over here. So I'm gonna have to pretty much replace all the arms again anyway, but for the time being it'll get me back on the road. But important thing is it's back together the way it should be. Now I just got to put this coil over on the other side and should be good. Oh, also I can't attach my my sway bar. I can only attach it on this side because the threads right here are heavily corroded, and if I try to spin the nut off, it just spins the stud with it. And also the inside of here is stripped out, so I'm gonna have to drill that out or replace this whole lower arm, which that boot's bad anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go pull it off the other car and then replace it later. But I can run without a sway bar. It is not an issue to not run without a sway bar. You just lose a little bit of rigidity. But I should gain some back with the Mazda Speed rear strut bar going back here. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna finish this up on the other side and get the wheels on, and we should be good to go for now. All right, car's back on the ground, and now I'm at the point where I'm just realigning the steering wheel. Forgot to show you where everything was before I took the centerpiece out, but look right here on either side of the steering wheel, there's these little rubber grommet thingies. You just pop those out like a flathead or something, and inside of each there is a 10mm bolt, those little guys. And then to remove the steering wheel, oh yeah, you gotta disconnect these two, but to remove the steering wheel you need to get this guy off. Big old bolt. And what actually fits is a tire iron. I don't know if this is exactly a Mazda one or not, but this one fits perfect. This one also fits the Mitsubishi lug nuts for the Evo 10 wheels. So it may be from something else other than a Mazda. I don't know. Anyway, I'm also gonna use this as a leverage breaker bar thingy and break this off because this is kind of a pain in the dick to do. So now that's loose, and that actually came off really easily. See, what some people have said is that you have to really pull back on it. So I was preparing myself to do that, so I kept this on and just got it off enough to expose threads. But actually what you can do is you can just wiggle it and it'll come loose. So this is ready to take off once I take this nut off. So I think it depends on how old the car is and how long the steering wheel has been on there. I think for like a 2004 RX-8, it's a lot harder. I believe my 04 RX-8 was it's pretty difficult, and actually kind of bent the wheel a little bit, but then I bent it right back and it was fine. But yeah, it's not really that hard. I guess because this is a 2010, it's only 8 years old. Maybe that's why it was so easy. But I am also replacing this wheel. It's pretty worn all the way around. It's not terrible, but I have this other standard Series 2 wheel. It doesn't have the red stitching like the R3 does, but I can live with black stitching over worn red stitching any day. Also, this is a little bit worn, a couple scuffs here and there, and that one isn't as bad. Do need to clean it up though. So I'm going to be replacing the steering wheel. But anyway, I'm going to get to it. Okay, so I forgot the reason why I stopped recording stuff after the steering wheel, but I guess just kind of a continuation. Show you the steering wheel. There's a non-R3 steering wheel and an R3, so yeah, nothing really exciting. I did have an issue that I remember now. When I installed the steering wheel, I guess I messed up the flex cable spinny thing that's behind here somewhere, something like that. Yeah, it's under here, and none of my steering controls worked at all. So I had to go pull it from the other car and pop it in, and it worked again, and you know, all's good. So yeah, nothing really exciting at all about a stock steering wheel. I mean, it's just steering wheel. But anyway, the car's been running great since since getting it roadworthy and using it as my daily driver. I think I put like 2,500 miles on it or something like that. I do have a couple more videos that I've recorded during that time from then to now, so some more videos will be coming out over the next few days. And also, I'm sorry I haven't really been uploading at all in the last almost 2 months or something like that. Has it been 2 months? I don't know. I'm not keeping track of time. But I started working a new job, working nights, and I'm just really tired during the days, so I don't really have a whole lot of time to myself to do stuff on the car. Just want to relax most of the time. But there's a lot I want to do. I want to get out of the way. I like the exhaust, the ignition. What else? Oh yeah, one of my coilovers broke. So yeah, I'm working with iBock to get replacement stuff for that. So a video just on that will be coming out hopefully soon, if I can get it figured out. But just Dorito car things. I'm gonna just stop blabbing now, because I do that and I start ranting, and I'm continuing to do that. So anyway, if you like this video at all, comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on my Facebook, which is just my name, Nate Rist. For the next 30 days though, that account is banned or blocked or whatever. So follow me on my other account, which is Ratenist. Some of you already know that, but if you want to get a hold of me through Facebook, that's where you do that. Oh, and my Instagram, which is @6tally0. All right, see ya.